Welcome back, Focus Learners. Okay, let's dive into this. Today, we've got a really fascinating explainer that tackles a massive industry-wide pain point. We're looking at a platform called ExpertOnHire, and specifically how it's attempting to completely rewire the freelance marketplace for high-level technical professionals. If you're tired of the usual freelance grind, the 3 a.m. bidding wars for absolute pennies, and want to see a smarter way to connect with serious clients, you're definitely going to want to pay close attention today. So here's a question for you. Why is it so incredibly hard for top tech talent to find great clients online? It's a genuine puzzle, right? I mean, we're living in a moment where the demand for experienced technical professionals has literally never been greater. Companies everywhere are desperately searching for experts in AI, cybersecurity, cloud computing, DevOps, and software engineering to solve these massively complex business challenges. The demand is absolutely through the roof. Yet, the daily reality of finding good, reliable freelance work, it's incredibly frustrating for those exact same experts. It's a total paradox. You have massive demand for top-tier skills, but a deeply flawed, honestly kind of miserable search process. We're essentially looking at two very different worlds available to freelancers today. On one side, you have your traditional marketplaces. You know the ones. They're incredibly crowded, they intentionally push prices down, and they are so heavily automated. It's just an exhausting environment. But cutting through all that noise is ExpertOnHire. This is an ecosystem built on curation, serious companies, and actual founder support. It's not just another job board, folks. It's a completely different philosophy on how highly skilled professionals should connect with businesses. All right, let's get into section 1, the core problem, the race to the bottom. Let's really unpack the pain points that make traditional platforms so exhausting before we look at the mechanics of the solution. If you've spent any time on typical freelance sites, well, these are probably going to resonate deeply with you. You're constantly competing against thousands of other profiles. And because the competition is so incredibly vast, what happens? You end up lowering your prices just to win projects, which severely undervalues your own expertise. It's quite literally a race to the bottom. And when you actually need help, no way, you're stuck talking to a chatbot that sends you in endless loops, solving absolutely nothing. You spend half your time fighting keyword battles and underbidding rather than doing the high-level technical work you actually excel at. Which brings us to section 2. Enter ExpertOnHire, vetting and value. This is where we really see the pivot. ExpertOnHire was created specifically to offer a different experience, moving away from those short-term transactional gigs to become a true relationship-building platform for serious companies. We're talking startups, growing businesses, and SaaS organizations that require genuine expertise. And this brilliantly illustrates the fundamental difference in how talent is actually discovered. On a standard platform, your success almost entirely depends on keyword optimization. You're ranked by how well you play the SEO game, your ad budgets, or just your sheer activity level on the platform. It's not about how good you are, it's about how well you game the system. ExpertOnHire takes a totally different approach, AI-assisted vetting. Here, you're ranked by your demonstrated expertise and your actual technical capability. What this means in practice is that AI-assisted expert recognition evaluates your true technical capability and demonstrated expertise, rather than just profile optimization. This is absolutely huge. For the true expert, this means significantly fairer visibility. It means your actual technical skills get recognized, which results in much better matching with clients who actually need your specific capabilities. You don't have to be an SEO wizard to get hired as a cloud architect or an AI specialist anymore. You just have to be great at your actual job. Moving right along to section 3, security, support, and real relationships. Now that we understand how discovery works on the platform, let's talk about how they actively solve those older grievances about financial anxiety and terrible customer service. Many online marketplaces rely entirely on automated support systems. Those endless ticket queues we all absolutely love to hate. Well, ExpertOnHire believes experts deserve much better than that. They offer direct founder support. Seriously, if questions or issues arise, you can directly reach the founder and the founding team for guidance. Real people remain involved throughout your entire journey. For an independent consultant handling high-stakes projects, this level of personal support, transparent communication, and faster issue resolution is an absolute breath of fresh air. Furthermore, trust is essential for every single project. ExpertOnHire ensures this through secure and transparent engagements, using escrow-protected payments and clear project milestones. They provide structured workflows that help both the companies and the experts work with much greater confidence. When you know the payments are secure in escrow and the milestones are clearly defined, you can actually focus on delivering technical excellence instead of constantly worrying about payment uncertainty. It's a real game changer. Next up, section 4,
the all-in-one workflow.
Let's see how this builds into a seamless, centralized experience for the freelancer. ExpertOnHire combines multiple tools into one single platform to drastically reduce your administrative effort. Check out this flow. Step 1. You receive high-quality, business-focused project opportunities directly. Step 2. You conduct your interviews right there. Step 3. You manage the engagement, communicate with clients, and track project progress, all within the platform's structured workflows. And finally, Step 4. Secure payment. The narrative here is incredibly clean. From the very first handshake to the final invoice, you never have to leave the ecosystem. This allows you to completely bypass the usual administrative headache. And this structured environment leads to the ultimate goal, the long-term payoff. Because actually, successful consulting isn't about frantically completing one project and then starting from absolute zero to find the next one. It's about building trust. ExpertOnHire actively encourages long-term collaboration. The benefits? We're talking repeat business, a much stronger professional reputation, long-term career growth, and a secure place to showcase your verified expertise. The whole shebang is about establishing lasting client relationships rather than constantly searching for your next quick engagement.
All right, Section 5. Who is ExpertOnHire for?
As we go through this next part, I want you to ask yourself if you see your own skills and your own professional goals reflected here. So the crucial point is making sure the fit is right. ExpertOnHire is ideal for professionals working in artificial intelligence and machine learning, cybersecurity, cloud computing, DevOps, software and data engineering, solution architecture, full-stack development, UI/UX design, and product engineering. Whew. If your technical specialty is on that list, this platform was built specifically to house your talents. More specifically, it's built for independent consultants, freelancers, fractional CTOs, and experienced technology specialists who value expertise over volume. This is the home for high-tier talent looking to escape the exhausting volume game of traditional marketplaces. It's for professionals who want to connect with serious businesses seeking meaningful outcomes, digital transformation, and trusted technical partnerships. Which brings us to our final part, Section 6, Conclusion, Signal over Noise. Let's bring this all together by looking at the core philosophy driving the platform. Smooth hiring, no noise. That is the ultimate mantra here. You've worked so hard to become an expert, you absolutely shouldn't have to fight through clutter, keyword stuffing, and bidding wars just to prove it. Great companies deserve great experts, and great experts deserve great opportunities. ExpertOnHire is built entirely to create those lasting relationships between both parties, stripping away the noise to match great companies with verified expertise seamlessly. Which brings us to a question I want to leave you with today. Are you ready to stop competing on price and start building a reputation that creates opportunities for years to come? Because success isn't just about finding that next quick project. It's about reclaiming your value and building a sustainable, respected consulting career. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Focus learners, take a hard look at how you're currently sourcing your clients, and I will see you next time.